Welcome to the Leather Journey. We're going to continue our Build a Lifestyle Bed series. Today we're going to look at a different type of footboard. Similar basic construction. The basic construction, as I'm drawing it, I'll go over it, but all of these footboards started with 4x4x8s for your corner posts. And then across the top of the 4x4, we used a 2x6 for a canopy rail, and then across the bottom for our foundation or our platform rail, we used a 2x8, and then the mattress rail was also a 2x8. So that's the basic design, basic construction that we're starting with. Each one of these boards is drilled into the 4x4 and held on with a 1/2-inch lag screw. And I think I was using 3-inch lag screws because you've got to go through the 2x8 and deep enough into the 4x4 to really take a substantial bite and hold that on. So today's bed that we're going to build, first bed we showed you was a ladder back, what I call a ladder back. Then we did a St. Andrew's cross. Today we're going to do an A-frame. So what does an A-frame footboard look like? It's simple. We start up find the middle of this board, and we mount a 2x6 so that it forms the letter A. Okay, so if your 2x6 comes down here, you have a 2x6 here, a 2x6 here, and your mattress rail, the 2x8, makes the shape of the letter A. Okay, so obviously this forms a frame that you can tie things to and do interesting things with and do impact play with. All these footboard designs that I've shown, if they're built this way and constructed this way, will support suspension work. I've actually done inverted suspensions off of this footboard with moodstone, doing some rigging, having her upside down. So now if you're going to do an A-frame footboard, you would come in with 2x4s just for aesthetics, and you would do an A-frame looking headboard as well. You do that headboard design just with 2x4s so that it aesthetically matches the footboard. It's kind of interesting with a lifestyle bed because in vanilla bed construction, the headboard is usually more ornate and the footboard just kind of complements the headboard. In lifestyle beds, the footboard, at least in my designs, the footboard becomes the focal point of the bed because it's where play can happen. You play on the footboard, do different things on the footboard that maybe could transition later in the evening into bed play, whereas you can't do as much with the headboard in lifestyle play. So it's kind of flipped. Vanilla beds, the headboard is kind of the focus of the bed and the theme. In a lifestyle bed, the footboard is the focus in the head, and the focus of the bed, and the headboard just simply complements the footboard. So that is an A-frame. I'll have links to my Patreon site below if you want to see drawings and diagrams and measurements of how this bed is done. Now that magical measurement I covered in a future video, that varies from bed to bed to bed because you're working specifically with the platform and foundation and mattress that you own. The the couple that are going to be using that bed, you're working off their physical measurements. No one else is in the world. So that's what makes that bed or a lifestyle bed for a couple, whether they're collared or married or whatever that relationship is defined. That's what makes a lifestyle bed unique and so special. As always, thanks for watching The Leather Journey.